Hey guys, what's up? It's me, it's Autism Daddy. It's around 6:28 on Friday. What is it, September 15th, 16th, something like that? 17th, 18th, I don't even know. Well, let's think about this. Last Friday was September 11th. So this Friday, September 18th. Wow, is that possible? Anyway, it's Autism Daddy. I'm driving home from work. It's 6:28. I'm stuck in a boatload of traffic, and I was going to write a blog post tonight about something that's going on at the King's School, but I figured I would talk about it and put this video up later, and then it'll save me all the time from writing. Anyway, as you guys know, the King's going to a new school. It's about a 30-minute drive away. It's going over a bridge, and he has seizures, as you all know, so we fought to get a registered nurse on the bus, and wifey had to bring him in the day before school starts to have a little meet and greet with the new nurse that was going to be hired. So she brought him down there, and they met, and it all seemed good, and she seemed like she knew what she was getting into. Wifey brought the VNS magnet, showed her how to use it. The King was bouncing off the walls in the waiting room, and the nurse got to see that. But for the first week or so, I guess her contract hadn't gone through, so they had a temporary nurse on the bus for the first week or so, and really it was actually only the first 5 days because we had a Jewish holiday, so it was last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then he was off on Wednesday because of the hospital, and then Thursday and Friday. So for 4 days out of those 5, the temporary nurse rode the bus with the King, and you know, he was himself. He showed his true colors. He was good one day and bad another, and put her through the ringer a little bit, but she seemed like she knew she was fine with it. And then today, the bus came to pick him up, and it was the nurse that wifey had met down at that interview. It was her first day, and she was taking over, and it was nice to see her, and I met her as we put the King on the bus, and they take the ride to school, and they get to school, and you know, wifey's still not used to this, so she's sort of texting saying, "Are you guys there yet? Are you guys there yet?" And the nurse texts her back saying yes. And then I think they had a phone call early this morning, a really quick one, where she was just like, the nurse was just like, "Yeah, that's too long a bus ride for him." And wifey's like, "Okay," but she couldn't really hear her, so they hung up, and wifey was going to call her later to find out what that was about. And then there was a text exchange, like there was a group text message between the bus monitor, the bus driver, and the previous nurse, who I guess were all on a text group message with wifey from last week. And the old nurse, the one that was the temporary nurse, texted the bus driver to say, "I'll be there Monday, pick me up, I'll be at the bus depot." So wifey goes to, you know, what happened to Rosemary? And she goes, she quit. So basically, this registered nurse that was just hired met the King. We thought she knew what she was getting into. Went on one bus ride with him and quit. I mean, what could he possibly have done? What? Like, I don't get it. You know, so she wasn't quitting in the middle of the day. She was going to take the ride. She was going to take the the bus ride home with him, but wifey was up at the school for a parent support group in the morning at around 10. That didn't end until about 11:30, and she learned all this as she was still in the area, and she was just like, "I don't think I want this woman taking the bus home with him. If she wants to quit after one day, then why don't I just wait around here and take him home myself?" And I said, "I don't blame you. I mean, like, I'm flabbergasted. You know, I mean, it can't just be the King. I mean, he can't be that bad. There's got to be kids like him. You know, I think he probably did some biting. He probably, I don't know, maybe did some hitting, but he's not evil. And to give up after one day, I don't get it. So I don't know what the plan is. The temporary nurse is willing to come back for, I guess, the time being, but it's not that she doesn't want the job, but she just has a job. I guess she's a school nurse, and this is like a little extra money to make taking the bus back and forth. But now they got to go back to square one and find another nurse, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Part of me almost feels like we'd be better off, you know, just fighting for paratransit. But even then, we still don't want a nurse on the bus. And I know people are saying, why doesn't wifey drive him? If I could, you know, if you can get reimbursed for the mileage and for the tolls and for the bridge, why not let wifey drive him? And we've talked about that. But even I was just like, that's 2 hours out of her day. And I know, you know, she's not working, and you could say, well, so what? But come on. I mean, that's like driving there is a half an hour, and then coming back because you hit the bridge traffic going the opposite way is probably 45 minutes, and then going back and forth. It's going to be almost 2.5 hours of driving for her, and I just think that's ridiculous. It's a quality of life issue. So that's not an option in my mind, unless they paid her. I mean, if they want to pay her like one of the nurses, not just reimburse us for the gas and the mileage, but pay her, maybe that's an option. But I don't even think that's a good idea. So basically, we're back to square one with the nurse, and it's I'm kind of flabbergasted about the whole thing, and that's it. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. I might actually write this down as well, so if you don't like watching me babble for a left turn, babble for 7 minutes, then you can just read it. All right. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna cut it off there. This is Autism Daddy, over and out. Have a good Friday night and a good weekend, everybody. Bye.